Whoa. So this is a first-person shooter, apparently. Does anyone else feel like we're playing Borderlands? This is beautiful. Where the crap did this come from? It's like Borderlands with goofy faces. Hey, 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 hey. What are we doing right now? Welcome back to Lawson Plays. Today we're diving into Wasted? A post-apocalyptic pub crawler. I don't know what we're getting ourselves into. I don't know what in the world. This is like Fallout with cartoon characters. It has some sort of... I'm literally just describing what I'm seeing, and you're seeing it as well. It seemed really cool when I saw these pictures. I don't even know. I'm so intrigued, I think might be the best word. It's a game that came in a Humble Bundle. Had never heard of it before, have never played it, and I'm not one of those people that will dive in ahead of time and then be like, hey, check this out. I do that if it's a game that I love, or I'm like, hey, here's something I've been playing, but this is new, just installed. We're gonna jump in, we're gonna do this together. As long as we've got each other. We've got the world right in our hands. Alright, new game. Hold on to your butts. I hope that wasn't important.
The year is 1980. Tensions are at a boiling point between the US and the USSR after a thermonuclear blast eviscerates a small US Air Force base in the rural town of Damascus, Arkansas. The US are swift to respond, firing a retaliatory strike at the USSR, which is dismissed by a Soviet officer as a false positive by their early detection satellites. As the American Titan II missiles plow through the Soviet countryside, the USSR is only able to mount a meager counterattack from remote satellite locations before it is completely wiped off the face of the Earth. China and France, in light of this sudden and terrifying American aggression, launched strikes of their own against the US. And after a short but intense series of reprisals, the world is razed to the ground by nuclear-armed fire, and human civilization along with it. Yet mankind is not doomed. During the Cold War, the great, the good, and the gilded invested heavily in next-generation bomb shelters, enormous self-sustaining subterranean cryogenic compounds designed to preserve life until the outside world becomes habitable again. Compounds which, due to cost-cutting business measures in the name of competition and industrial espionage, failed to work entirely. Coolers. Bathed in lethal radiation, the greatest minds of the 20th century and all living memory of culture, technology, and agriculture are lost. While on the surface, the very hardiest specimens of humanity cling to life, survive, then thrive. From the ashes, a new world emerges. An ersatz post-apocalyptic stillborn 80s continues indefinitely, populated entirely by the toughest, meanest, and outright dumbest of God's creations, the Wasters. Years later, however many nobody can say, even those who can count, the barren desert landscape of the Western Wastes is host to bitter factionalized warfare. The Wasters fight tooth and nail over the most precious of natural resources, a liquid from beneath the sands that fuels all of uncivilization. Buried deep within the cooler's chambers, the very radiation that killed off society's chosen few imbued their potable provisions with a sick green glow and a radioactive buzz. Booze, it affectionately came to be known, and those dumb enough to weather its taste found themselves taking a sharp detour off the human evolutionary highway, mutating in strange and confounding ways, and acquiring both permanent brain damage and a ravenous addiction to the stuff. Against this backdrop of organized chaos, the Wasters scrabble in the dirt looking for just a drop of the good stuff, and the right guy in the wrong place at the right time with the wrong drink could be a major headache for those who seek power.
What the F did we just see? What is going on here? Alright, so the world completely crumbled around itself. The only people that survived were the dumb ones? And they're addicted to radioactive alcohol. I have no clue what any of that means for us as the players, but we're gonna find out. Old One Eye. Yup. And what kind of nose do you get there, buddy? You're gonna get a... Nope. Yup. And your mouth, do we have anything that is gonna give you, you know, a cool look? Something that... Yeah, maybe? Yeah, you look pretty frightened. And for decoration, you will have a butt chin or a neck beard, possibly a pencil mustache. Yes. But your hair color doesn't quite fit the mood we're trying to set here today. I think... Yep, I think that will work. And your name will be... Dennis the Danger Man. And I think we're done with you. Whoa. So this is a first-person shooter, apparently. Does anyone else feel like we're playing Borderlands? This is beautiful. Where the crap did this come from?
No, boys! Rip and shred!
Hands where we can see him.
Hey. It's like Borderlands with goofy faces.
But you've just wandered your way into becoming the new boy's first big score.
Yeah, new boys!
Are you talking about my butt?
Nothing personal, it's just how things work out here in the Western Wastes.
You do know how things work in the Western Wastes, don't you?
No. I have no idea what's happening. So...
See, rule of thumb around
I'm just,
these parts
for the sake of
is that
all of
you
us,
get
we'll
wasted
learn the
Or
tutorial.
you get wasted trying!
And we're bad.
We're tough!
We're inexperienced, but we got the right tude. Even a virgin dingaling has a chance of being a bona fide bone blaster the first time through.
Can it, boneheads? Bottom line is, we new boys aren't afraid to turn you into
are we
another
doing
wasteland
right now?
statistic, unless you hand over everything you got and get the heck out of here.
I'm keeping
There's
my
three
items.
of us and one of you.
That just
And
means
don't be a
nothing.
moron. Just hand everything over, and we won't have to kill you.
You're dumb, and I'm gonna fight you to the death.
Wait, that's it? This ain't hardly no big score at all!
I said I was gonna keep
Well,
my stuff.
A new boy's got to start somewhere. Heck, this
You really
butt
just
munch came here to make a booze run
take
with
it
this
all,
stuff,
anything?
to
What?
risk neck and nutsack down in the depths of the cooler, armed only with these thingamabobs. Ain't that right, waster?
And if this crap's good enough for old Fartwhip over there, it'll be at least 3 times as good enough for the
What are
three
we
of
doing?
us.
We split it 50-50-50. Right, boss? Like rip and share, rip and share, rip and share!
Shut it, you rat buffoon. We'll discuss it once we're in the cooler. As for you, waster, don't even think about following us in there.
Yeah! We'll use your stuff to rip you to shreds! Rip and shred, baby! Rip and shred!
Well, once we figure out exactly what these things are anyways.
You've been warned, waster.
What the H is happening? So, we're playing a first-person game with Borderland graphics and ridiculous dialogue. I have just got my first quest. This is not ugly. Not ugly at all. I was warned not to chase after them, yet we will. Oh we will. I hope you've enjoyed the introduction to Wasted. I don't know what the F is going on in this game, but I cannot wait to see what's crapping inside the cooler. Thanks for watching. I know we didn't do much here, but we learned quite a bit. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come along. Come along. Come into the cooler. It's much better than being a fooler. We'll talk to you next time. Adios, muchachos.